Welcome everyone to the NCAA Division II South Regional Finals press conference with head coach of the Flagler Saints, Chad Warner, and seniors Derek Ellis and Jay Zaklotti. Coach, you guys just won the Sweet 16. You're moving on to Evansville. How does that feel?
It feels great. These guys played their tails off. We have so much respect for Huntsville. In many ways, our program, we built it trying to mirror how they play, what they do, and to have to go through really what I would consider one of the titans of Division II basketball was neat for us. And we knew we just knew they wouldn't go away. I thought we made a little run. They came out. They have so many winners on that team. I'm just so proud of these guys. I thought for a while there it was just an entertaining basketball game. Even as a coach, it was punch, counter punch, punch, counter punch. And we talked about that. We said, hey, we want to keep punching, keep playing. And we knew they would really pack it in and make us make shots. And thankfully we did. These guys played great and they led us. And I'm just excited for Flagler, excited for our community, our families, our friends, and certainly excited for our guys.
Steve?
Coach, congratulations on the win and moving on. So at under 10, it was a very tight game. So was your strategy, guys, let's go out there and go 10 for 10 from the floor? If so, that was a bold move by you, Coach.
Well, again, we did know that it was going to be a long game, a game of runs, and we wanted to go play to win. And again, I felt like they were great players on the floor, but I knew I had two of them right here. And so we really just tried to give them a framework and let them play, and we did. We knew, and we told them, in preparation of this, you're going to get looks. We just thought they were really going to pack it in and try to keep us from getting the glass and have to make some shots. And I will say, I thought Chris Metzger was huge in the second half. He made some big plays for us, where he really asserted his size and big plays for us to kind of stymie one of their runs. That was special for us. But the plan is always to go 10 for 10. It just doesn't always happen that way.
Go ahead, Steve.
Lottie, if you could comment on your play tonight, 11 made threes, and at certain times you could tell by your body language that you were just feeling it out there. What was it like for you out there?
For me, it comes off of energy from my teammates. They're telling me to keep shooting it. They give me confidence. So when you have my teammates out there telling me that, it's the best feeling in the world. So I just don't want to let them down. And I honestly was not trying to lose that game, and they weren't either. And they told me to do what I do, and so that's what I try to do.
Steve?
Derek, you're a senior here. What does this run mean to you because of just how special this season has been? And it really kind of planted some seeds last year to get the ball rolling this season.
It means a lot because I know a lot of the players that tell me every time, we're trying to get you there a second time, and my thing is I'm playing off of experience, so I try to be a coach on the floor and try to tell them, like, move on to the next play. I feed the hot hand. I try to just make the simple plays that don't come up on the stat sheet. So it means a lot, but I know that we still have a lot more to do.
And if I could speak, Derek lives in the Elite Eight. He played his freshman year and sophomore year at Mercyhurst, went to the Elite Eight there. And then thankfully he won some warmer weather. And so it's one of the reasons I wanted him in here. It's pretty special because he took a leap of faith in us. So to be going back is nice, and that we would not be here without.
Steve?
You mentioned those transfers in, bringing maybe a different culture, and this kind of first go around for the school. How important has that been on this run as now you're heading to Evansville, Coach?
Well, and I may have touched on this before. We made a stride as a team last year and we got better, but I still did not think our culture, culture is such a, it's ever changing and moving. And one thing, and Derek may remember this, at the end of last year, in the last game, I felt like we had some just negative energy that really hurt us in the tournament. In the locker room afterwards, I told them I loved them. I told them I was proud of them, but I said, I promise you, we will ruthlessly eliminate negative from our program. because I just don't think you can overcome it. And so as we tried to, and sometimes there's better situations, and that's not to say everybody was there that was on our team last year was negative, they weren't. But as we recruited players this year, and every year, we tried to identify, are these going to be people that will battle through adversity and stick together and be a team? And I'll say this, Derek is extremely steady. He's not, that's about the look you're going to get from him all the time. I get him to smile occasionally. But this guy here, when we were recruiting, and I think he'll tell you, we knew he was talented. But we also knew that he wanted to be in a situation where he could thrive and flourish. And I tell you what, it's been a blessing to us and to our team, and for me personally, just to get to coach him and to have the relationships that we have, because it's just a different feel. And this team, for whatever reason, we work hard. I mean, I think it starts with my two assistants. We want to be so relational. And for whatever reason, this team has clicked, and, winning helps, there's no doubt about it. But, I can't say enough about the leadership of these guys that just, even tonight's a great example. I mean, there are a couple times where it wasn't going our way and timeouts, and they stayed the ship and we were able to play. So sorry to be long-winded.
Go ahead, Steve.
Finally, for you, Coach, now that you're into the Elite Eight, if you could, this game in particular against UAH, was it maybe the most difficult game you played, or has there been a harder game on your schedule?
These guys will tell you, I probably think they're all this way. I felt looser, just personally today. I mean, than I had. I mean, I think those first round game of the conference tournament, first round game of the NCAA tournament are usually the toughest. I don't know. I just knew that we were facing champions. I mean, I knew that about UAH. I mean, I knew they had been there and they had guys that had won a lot of games and had been in this environment. So I guess from that standpoint, there was that. But, we just sort of try to get out of the way and let these guys do what they've been doing all year, to be honest.
Can I speak on that?
Go ahead.
I think this was the toughest team we played all year, but I say that because we run the exact same offense. So when you're coming down and you call a play and they're calling the play out, knowing what you're gonna do, I think it's really hard to score against a team that can call out your every move just because they run the same thing. And that goes vice versa for us on defense when they're on offense.
He struggled for 35, by the way.
Steve.
Finally, for both players, so Coach said he was looser. Is that why he was doing sprints up and down before you guys were shooting around this morning? Does he usually do that?
He does that. He does that every day. He does push-ups, everything.
So I walk out my room today early in the morning. He's in the hallway doing
He's doing
push-ups.
push-ups outside our room in the morning, waking us up.
My man been trying to keep them loose. It was early testing. I had to get them laughing to get there. So they weren't supposed to say that.
One final question for Lottie. Your coach kind of talked about it during this press conference, but Alabama Huntsville was able to gain an edge on your guys by a point. How'd you guys kind of keep your composure and kind of retake that lead?
I mean, we just kept reminding ourselves, basketball is a game of runs. We got to withstand them runs. I mean, they're going to have runs, but we're going to have runs too. So we just came into the huddle and we were like, yo, if we get stops and we get rebounds, we're going to win this game. And that's what it came down to, was us getting stops and rebounding. We always say to each other, our offense is going to come. We got a lot of talented scorers, a lot of talented players on our team. So we don't worry about offense too much, but our main thing is every play down the floor defense, we got to either make them hit a tough shot or get a turnover or, rebound the ball and be out.
Any final questions? All right, that'll wrap up the post-game press conference. Coach, Lottie, Derek, congratulations on the win tonight and best of luck in Evansville.
Thank you. I appreciate it.